video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use the real estate feature. Now, as a real estate agent myself, I love talking about real estate so much, and I figured I could show you a few quick tips and tricks and also discuss a little bit how we can monetize this for your clients as well. Now, the first thing to note here, when we add this feature to our app, there's a couple ways that we can actually put the content in here so we have a really beautiful way to display which houses your client might be listing. The first way, which is sort of the simplest, but also maybe the most time consuming, is to simply add the listing manually. Now, this of course gives you the freedom to put in whatever content might be relevant, include the address. Of course, the agent's contact information is going to be really important. It's mostly very straightforward. Really, we're here to say, okay, is this a house for sale or is it a rental? Pricing, size, and so forth. And then, of course, you can also upload images as well. It's pretty straightforward. Once you upload them by clicking this button, you can actually drag and drop these guys and move them around and put them in the right order. You can add descriptions and so forth. Typically what happens is a listing agent spends a lot of money in really high quality professional photographs, so it is quite important that you do showcase this in the application. Now, of course, the alternative, there's two ways that we could do this otherwise. If you'd like, I would recommend also importing a CSV template. If I download this, actually I opened it over here already to show you. It's pretty basic in terms of there's no titles, there's nothing here. You need to keep this actually as straightforward and simple as possible. Don't add any extra words. I recommend typically that you use this as a guide to get a sense for what each box corresponds to. For example, if I come to information and I see the price here, I know that this box for I is going to be the price. And you can, of course, put in all of your clients' listings and then upload them in bulk to the builder. Now, the thing is, in real estate, as we know, prices are constantly changing. Maybe the photo isn't quite doing it justice, so we get new photos taken. And there is another way to really, really simplify this for your customer. That's importing the listings using what's called IDX. Now, every time that an agent lists a house to sell, they use what's called the multiple listing service, or the MLS. And the MLS is a one-stop shop for all agents to get all pertinent information on any given house that they want to show a client. It is legally where houses that are on the market must be listed so that agents have this information and can be informed when they're showing homes. Now, just about every agent has access to what's called an IDX key. IDX, understand, is just a way to sync up our apps with the information that's already in the MLS. So in other words, if my client decides to reduce the price on their home, rather than going myself to Zillow, to Redfin, to Realtor.com, to my business apps account, and changing the price in every single location, if I make that update once in the MLS, then the IDX key will automatically make that change across all of those different listing sites for me as well. So this is a really, really key and important aspect and item for agents. Typically, the toughest part is honestly just finding the key. I know that most agents are part of an association. So for example, there's the National Association of Realtors. And then when I was an agent here in California, I was also a member of the San Diego Association of Realtors. In going to my association, they were the ones who could help me to actually locate my key. And to be honest, there is typically a fee associated with it. But the purpose of these associations are to help your customers navigate these situations and even get price breaks on things like this as well. So most agents do already have a key. They're probably using it to get those listings, like I said, on Zillow, on Redfin, on those sites where customers already go. So it's just going to be a matter of locating it. Typically, you don't have to start from scratch. Now, one thing to note here, when you use the IDX key, understand that this is not the entire MLS that we're going to be pulling into this application. Instead, it will only show your agent's active listings or active homes for sale. And there's a really, really important explanation for this. That's because we are not here to reinvent the industry, right? We know that consumers will be going to Zillow, they will be going to Redfin, they will be going to Realtor.com. We are not here to say, look, don't use those amazing, multi-million-dollar tools. Instead, the purpose of an application is to showcase why this agent is an integral part of this process for any particular client. So these listings really are not necessarily intended to, showcase the entire list of homes for sale that's out there. It's actually a way to show off, okay, I am legitimate. I sell these beautiful homes. Look at the price point. Look at this luxury. Look at the beautiful photographs I take for my clients. Look at the time I invest in maybe a copywriter to write nice content. And it's really a way to showcase, again, yes, I am a amazing, legitimate agent that people want to work with, as you can see from my list of clients here in this portfolio. What you can also do too, there are toggles here. You can choose between renting or sale. Typically, I find that most agents tend to stick in one realm or the other. So even if you don't want this toggle here between the two, we actually have the option in the builder to disable that as needed. That's just about it. Honestly, again, remember that this is really a tool for those agents who sell homes, not necessarily a buyer's agent, but those who sell homes and want to showcase the caliber and the content and the quality of what it is that they do. Again, you can add all of the content manually, but I very highly encourage you to get this IDX key so that you can rest easy knowing that if anything changes in the MLS, it will automatically update here as well. And that's just about it.